Good morning, Redeemer. Just a few thoughts this morning. A few weeks ago, I planted some seeds. This is one of the results, is a tomato plant. And you know what, if I want to eat tomatoes in the summer, which I hope I will do from this plant, then I need to sow some seeds now. If I wait too long, the plants won't get big enough in order to bear fruit in the summer. Now, in Psalm 126 verse 5, the psalmist says, "Those who sow in tears shall reap with shouts of joy. He who goes out weeping, bearing the seed for sowing, shall come home with shouts of joy." Now, to be honest, there's nothing particularly sad or tearful about sowing tomato seeds. In fact, I quite enjoy it. And yet, the psalm speaks of sowing in tears. It says someone goes forth weeping, bearing the seed for sowing. So why are they weeping? And I think it's not that sowing seeds is sad or is particularly hard. In fact, it's got nothing to do with sowing at all. Sowing is simply the work that has to be done if there's going to be fruit in the season. So I have to sow my tomato seeds now, while it's still fairly cold, in order to reap a harvest of tomatoes later on in the summer. And there's a tough truth to be learned here, that whether I feel up to it or not, the sowing needs to be done. I have to sow. It's the way life is. If we don't sow, we don't reap. And this is the Bible is written in a sort of agricultural context, and so many of the lessons that it teaches is about agriculture and growing things, and this is just one example. But you see, really, the lesson is there are straightforward jobs to be done, and they have to be done. And in a time of difficulty that, like we're going through at the moment, there are still things we need to do if we're going to bear fruit. And now is the time to do it. Now is the time to pray. I don't always find praying straightforward, simple. It doesn't come to me naturally. But I do it because it bears a fruit. I don't always read enough of the Bible, but I do. I don't always find reading easy or straightforward. It's sometimes a struggle for me. But I do, because I know it's going to bear a fruit. I don't always rise to the challenge of study and really thinking and meditating on God's word, but I do it because it's going to bear a fruit. So, the principle of this psalm is, say to your tears, I feel you. Sometimes I would just want to quit, but I know there's a field to be sown, and I'm going to go and sow it. Because I know that there will be a time when there'll be shouts of joy as I get to eat the fruit, as I reap the harvest. So I believe the simple work of my sowing will bring sheaves of harvest, and then my tears will be turned to joy. Thank you.